Go ahead and go on trial.
Whatever we're gonna do, we need to do it today.
We gonna do today. We gonna do today.
So I agreed to the plea, and I knew it would mean that today was our last chance to break out.
Then we escorted him into the courtroom. The jury that was in there, they'd already dismissed.
You know you have a right to trial by jury.
He is standing up and taking his plea in front of the judge.
But you're giving up that right, and you wish now to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Right before the plea was over with, he turned over his shoulder and nodded his head like that at Jennifer. I turned around and looked to see what he was looking at. Well, I saw she got up and she left the courtroom. I was thinking he was just telling her she could go on.
Upon your plea of guilty, the court hereby finds you guilty and sentences you to 6 years.
I knew that there was too much room for something bad to happen. I hoped that the worst thing that would happen is that I would get shot. But there was just a chance it wouldn't be me. It would be Jen. So when we get outside, they're taking me to the van.
As he was getting in the van, I had to hold it steady in him.
I don't see her, so I step up.
And as he stepped up on the van, he looked over the door. I couldn't see over the top of the van door from where I was at.
And then there she is.
I got out. I went around the back of the truck. I had the gun held sideways in my hand. The safety was on. I went up behind Cotton, and I'm standing there with a gun.
Jennifer Hyatt is colluding with her husband to help him escape from custody.
And then there she is. She comes around the side of the van.
I went up behind Cotton, and I didn't know what to say. So I'm standing there with a gun going, "Hey, gun!"
Cotton starts walking towards her. But when he starts walking towards her, I say,
Stop, she'll shoot! She'll shoot, stop!
I was numb. And he grabbed the barrel of the gun. And it scared me. So I put my other hand up on the handle to keep a grip on it, and I hit the button for the safety. And when I pulled and he pulled, it went off.
What you'd hear George and Jennifer saying would be a lie. And there's no doubt in my mind, I know exactly what he's saying.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
He said, shoot him. That's when me and Cotton turned around and we saw Jennifer. She was already in a shooting stance with her gun in her hand pointing at us. She shot Cotton before he even had a chance to go for his gun. What I've told is the truth. I went for my weapon, started aiming at Jennifer.
I remember hearing gunfire, so I fired the gun. Not to hit him or just like startle him.
I could see out of the corner of my eye, George went towards the front of the vehicle and got in the vehicle and shut the door.
I remember coming to my driver's side door.
She was behind the door at this time. When I shot, the window of the van just exploded. The gun clicked on me. I said, Cotton, I need your weapon. And I get it from him.
I remember hearing gunfire. A bullet came through the back window and grazed my face.
I couldn't shoot no more, afraid of hitting somebody else.
It's like feelings when summer finally comes. The clouds have disappeared.
We ain't about 2 minutes away from the scene and she wants to start kissing me. I'm like,
I can't concentrate, baby. I can't concentrate. Do you realize what just happened?
Baby, why are you tripping out?
Every cop and everyone is after us right now. They hunting us right now.
I don't know what you're
Right now, they hunting us.
I don't know what you're so worried about.
Just keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Okay?
I went back to where Cotton was laying and to check and see how he was doing. It hurts to see somebody that you real close with to get shot. Wondering, you know, what I could have done different to call it, stop this, and why it had to be him and not me. Cotton was a lot more friendlier with her and George than I was, and I figured, why didn't she shoot me first instead of him?
We had 2 vehicles. We got to the van, parked the truck. My leg was numb, tingly. I was like, I think I'm shot in my back. And I was bleeding everywhere. I got in the back seat so I could stop the bleeding. He got in the driver's seat.
the cuffs were loose, so I got my hands out, but the chains were still wrapped around me.
And we took off.
We heard about the event, and we immediately sent our investigative team. Well, one of the first things I did when I arrived on the scene is I met with Chief Washam.
Good afternoon. I think we got our vehicle.
There was blood inside the car.
Looks like low back injury, maybe buttock and hip.
It was very clear that she had some sort of a gunshot wound.
Let's get him. Okay, we'll hold the scene until your crew gets here. Let's roll.
They had a car that's been left and traded for another car. The police department have witnesses that identified the car that they switched for. Have they gone north? Have they gone south, east, or west? Of course, at that point, we don't know.
We went straight to the freeway, towards Kentucky.
I'm looking back trying to drive, and I'm like, oh, man, because she's got blood all over her leg.
I didn't think it'd be me that got shot. Thought it'd be you.
I'm really scared.
If anybody's ever had a near-death experience, it's weird because you get really, really cold. It's like you see white around the edges of your eyes. And you feel really relaxed. You just feel like it's okay. Everything's good.
Don't die on me now, baby, okay? Don't die on me.
George kept yelling at me. I don't really remember the ride a whole lot.
I need you to stop somewhere.
We'll stop, baby, okay? We'll stop.
The only reason we stopped is because I couldn't go anymore. I needed somewhere where I could stop the bleeding. I didn't think I was gonna live. Within an hour, I will be dead.
I was freaking. She was bleeding bad, and I'm stuck with shackles still on and the chain around me, so I can't get out and do nothing.